So, good morning to everybody. Thanks very much to give us the opportunity to participate in this program, and thanks all of you for your attention. I know the morning has been tough. I think a lot of information, a lot of challenges. So if you bear with me for the last 20 minutes, I think I'm the last obstacle between you and the lunch, probably. So I will try to be quick, and if there is anything, I think we'll have time for questions. My name is Javier Sesma. I'm General Manager of THYSSENKRUPP Elevator Innovation Center. And what we would like to present to you today is, well, first of all, about THYSSENKRUPP. THYSSENKRUPP is a company with more than 200 years of expertise. We are present in more than 2,000 locations worldwide, in 78 countries. We have customers in more than 150 countries. Our turnover is about 40 billion euros, and we employed 156, well, more. So we have 6 business areas: material services, Steel Europe, Steel Americas, industrial solutions, components technologies, and elevator technology, which is the business I'm representing. So in elevator technology, we represent about 1/3 of THYSSENKRUPP AG. We employ more than 50,000 employees with customers in more than 150 countries, and our target is to move people. So our business is moving people, particularly in the challenges of urban mobility. And what we are trying to achieve, obviously, is develop innovative solutions and services for urban mobility and transport infrastructures. In that regard, we have in Gijón, in Asturias, Spain, a worldwide innovation center for elevators, escalators, moving walkways, and access solutions. It's located in a very creative environment in Laboral, a city of culture. So we have research and development offices and also a real prototype lab. And in our case, our lab could have prototypes of 50 tons and 100 meters. And in some of the recent innovations that we have just brought to the market are horizontal transportation solutions like iWalk, a flat moving walk, also turbo track, an accelerating moving walk that can transport you to 3 times the normal speed of a conventional moving walkway, passenger boarding bridges for the A380, Axle, which is an accelerating moving walk, which is moved by linear motors, but by magnetic propulsion. And then last year we presented Multi, which is the first ropeless elevator in the world. So we just take out the cable and we propel cabins with linear motors. So we have in our 10 years of existence at Gijón, we have created more than 56 patent families, and we are engaged in more than 65 projects. And which are our challenges? Well, I mean, the first one is we want to improve the availability of our equipment. So our equipment should be designed to move people. And in order to do that, we want to capture the data and the intelligence of our equipment and integrate that into digital devices. So this could be either from mobile apps, from smart glasses, data glasses, and be able to take that either from the cloud to the device or from the equipment to the cloud. And then the second one is to improve the efficiency of people transportation systems. I mean, could be from sales stage, configuration, operation, maintenance, and also training for our service technicians, thanks to the development of new digital environments using virtual reality, augmented reality, or mixed reality, or even wearables. And why we want to do that? So I'm going to probably give you some hints of what we are trying to do. Well, first of all, elevator is the safest and most used mode of transportation in the world. So as of today, elevators in the world move 1,000 million people every day. So we move more people than cars. And a study of the University of Manhattan in 2010 showed that just the people working in Manhattan was spending 3 times waiting for the operation than the traveling time. So if we accumulate the waiting time in elevators just in Manhattan was 66 years versus the riding time that was 6 years. So I don't think we would like to see that in any other mean of transportation, like planes or cars, for instance. If we take just the US as an example, we have in the US, the elevator industry as a whole, not our company, 150,000 emergency calls and 4 million callbacks in the elevator industry. If we take that worldwide, that means that about 190 million hours elevators are out of service. Take it to a real figure, that means that an elevator could be out of service between 3 and 5 times per year. And if you think on any other mean of transportation like your car, I don't think you will be happy with that. And I think the elevator industry should do better. So in order to target and to try to maximize the serviceability and availability of elevators, we just launched already in 2015 MAX, which is the first predictive maintenance based on Microsoft Azure, where we just take data from the elevator, connect it to the cloud. We try to aggregate data, obtain patterns, and through machine learning, give some indications to our technicians. Because, I mean, one of the challenges that we have as of today is, when do we know that something is wrong with our equipment? Only with the building manager is calling us. And what we would like to do is know before the elevator is stopped that we need to change something. So what about be more proactive? So what if we were able to recognize failure patterns? If we were able to know that something is going to fail in the next couple of weeks? So if we were able to resolve those failures before they occur. So if we try to avoid non-essential out-of-service maintenance, or even reduce the time required to resolve failures. So a technician goes to the site already knowing the spare parts they need, already knowing which is the operation he needs to go, already having the tools available. So the MAX architecture, and this is relevant for you to try to understand one of the first challenges, is we don't have a controller box that captures data from the equipment. We just, with connectivity, we just transfer that to the cloud. It's stored, is analyzed, and then we try to bring that intelligence to our technicians. So one of the first challenges is that we are looking for is to look for smart sensors that can capture relevant data from our equipment. So our equipment is electromechanical equipment, so anything regarding acceleration, vibrations, noise, even using image processing, that could be of interest. As of today, what we are doing is extracting all the data out of the controller to a MAX box and send it to the cloud. What we are thinking is that, there is smart sensors as of today, even available, that could already do that part of the calculation within the sensor, and we don't need to send everything to the cloud. So this is obviously a challenge that probably you will find in some other industries. So when we are saying just we are able to send all the information to the cloud, we are able to take patterns. When it comes to the technician, to the more than 24,000 technicians we don't have in the world, the technician may have at their hand all the information available. But when our technician is to do maintenance of the equipment, probably most of the common photo of a technician in an elevator is he's with a mobile phone trying to call somebody, and at the same time with his two hands trying to fix a controller or trying to fix something on the elevator. So what about if we were looking into different technologies? What about if we were using virtual or augmented reality to put that information to the eyes and the ears of the technician? That is a technology trend, which is already one of the fourth biggest ones according to Gartner. So what if instead of having a mobile phone, we were able to smartly put the relevant information to the eyes and the ears of the technician? So to give you also a little bit of an overview, we are speaking mainly about smart glasses, digital glasses, head-mounted displays. So we are already working on that, so probably this might be familiar to some of you. So these are some of the technologies that we are already testing. So I mean, in a case, so using just takeaway glasses like Google Cardboard, I mean, Fujitsu or Boothix, Samsung Gear, so you can have an app on the mobile and put it also on a glass, Oculus Rift, HTC Vive, or HoloLens. So in essence, the idea is that, I mean, there is a lot of devices around there, and also almost everyone may have a different use. So I'm just giving you this slide to give you an idea of some of the technologies that you can see already there, and obviously the use case will really depend on which is the type of application. So we might think that anything which is probably within this range, which is portable and mixed reality, this could be something which is easy to use for a technician. He can still see his real world, and we can have digital assets. Anything which is also in this range could be maybe something nicely applicable to mass markets, to approach to customers. Maybe anything on this range could be something that you could also apply because it's also portable, but we are more in the world of augmented reality. And anything on this range is tethered, needs probably more computational power. It's a computer, so it might be more difficult to use in the field, but might be used for interesting for training or sales. And which are some of the potential use cases. So, and this is about the second challenge. So the second challenge is we don't have intelligence, we don't have information. So how to bring that to a technician, how to make it usable. And some of the ideas that we are working with is, well, the first thing is hands-free. So anything that has to do with gesture recognition, voice recognition, anything, any idea on that regard, it's interesting. So anything that has to do with Skype calls, with video calls, so somebody in the call center can see what the technician is saying, and we can give support to our technician. So ideas around virtual training anytime, anywhere. Just think one of our challenges, we don't have customers in 150 countries, speak different languages, and they are in different time zones. So trying to get people to do training on a particular thing, that's a challenge. So virtual training starts to be also a topic of interest. And also paper-free maintenance. So I mean, instead of doing maintenance and trying to put that into paper, how we can use these technologies to be able to virtually create a protocol and then seamlessly send it to the cloud and go into an ERP system. And then also an interesting idea, which is how we can accelerate innovations to market, how we can pull down virtual prototypes and show virtual prototypes or innovation anytime, anywhere, in any location. Or also how we can co-create with customers. And this is also interesting. So trying to interact on the same asset from different places is also interesting. That's multi-site collaborative working. So this could be collaborative tools that we can use. And then also virtual sales or seamless engineering. So anything that has to do with configuration. So I know it's probably a very wide challenge, and that's why essentially what we wanted to hear is your ideas, how to apply some of these technologies, which could be potential use cases. And at this point of time, we are not just to be here on the challenge. We are not asking to develop a new device. What we are asking is if there is any single application that you believe might be of relevance. So integrating something which is already on the web on a digital asset, because this could have a benefit from the business environment I was trying to describe, because that could be a potential interest for doing service at the field, which is one of our main challenges. This is what is of our interest. So our challenge is obviously we are transforming our industry. We don't have services on the cloud. So bringing sensors, smart sensors, or bringing intelligence to the eyes and the ears of our technician, our engineers, or sales team. So these are more or less the 3 scenarios we are looking at to reduce the downtime of the elevator industry, because that is what the elevators are designed for. And then in the last slide, if there is any additional information, I invite you to, I just put 3 probably videos that are in YouTube about what we are trying to do. So also it's nice for you to understand a little bit of the environment. So some of them are visions. There is more information also on THYSSENKRUPP web about our business if you are interested. So I think with that, thanks very much for your attention, and I'm open for questions or doubts.
Let's see if there is any question. No? Yes? One question. Yes, please.
Te respondo en español y luego lo traduzco en inglés si quieres. No necesariamente. O sea, con HoloLens nosotros tenemos el device, estamos trabajando bastante con él, pero puede haber otro tipo de gafas que además están saliendo en el mercado cada 2, 3 meses, que también puede ser interesante. No queríamos cerrarnos solo en HoloLens. Es verdad que estamos trabajando mucho con ello, pero no necesariamente. So, HTC, Oculus, ODG, Meta, es que Android, sí. No estamos cerrados a un device en particular. Lo que nos interesa es dónde está realmente la ventaja y el valor añadido. So the question, just for the web, so the question was about if it was just relevant to HoloLens. I think obviously we are very much into HoloLens. I think that's already public, but we are not close to any device. So if there are new devices coming almost every 2 or 3 months, so we are open to any sort of devices as long as, I mean, that provides value. So if there is an efficiency factor, reaching different markets, or some of the complexities that we are having, different countries, different languages, maybe there is something on Android that might have a relevance. So we are not closed. Because with the size of this project, we cannot be bound just to one device, by the way. Thank you.
Any more questions? No? I think all the speakers were very clear today, which is fantastic, and just remain Javier, because we are almost finishing this workshop, and it's time now for final comments. Let me remind you 3 things, which I think are important. The same as you, Javier, the same as you, Ruben, and all other speakers mentioned that the challenges were sometimes very wide. So don't hesitate to propose your own approach. Everybody manages the same information, everybody has the same space to propose their solutions, so you will be in the same position to be successful. The second comment is about technical things and the deadline. Please have in mind this deadline of the 31 March. Don't wait until the last minute to send you the application. You have seen that there are sometimes technical problems. Apparently, one remark, apparently the problem with light here was for the whole technological part, but in any case, we are not free from having some technical problems in the last minute. So as soon as possible, send us the application. And finally, another remark is that all the information on your presentation, if you agree with that, will be also uploaded in the website, so you can consult it, and even the content of the workshop, which is recorded, will be also uploaded. So don't hesitate to consult him. Time now to say thank you. To all our tractor and leading companies for being here, for being courageous, for being open-minded and open your houses, open your places, and to sharing with us all your challenges. Time to say thank you to all of you, all the potential applicants and the attendants of the meeting, especially for those of you who are here since the beginning of the meeting, and also especially for those people who is following us by streaming. I mentioned that there was 300 persons following this meeting in live in streamings. Finally, I must say that we are very proud to promote this global program from Asturias to the world, but I am pretty sure that excellent and successful application will emerge from Asturias. So we wait for them. Thank you very much.